So Tanner Boser versus Alexander Romanov is a very interesting fight. We got the Bulldozer versus King Kong. He's trying to take that O away from King Kong. Let's see if he can do it, guys. But before we get into it, guys, this video is sponsored by Full Reptile Collective, brought to you by Dan Hardy. Head over to their website at fullreptile.co.uk where you can find anything from training gear, t-shirts, hoodies, all the way to coffee. For an exclusive 10% off, use Dan Said So at checkout. Make sure to also check out their YouTube channel for some of the best MMA content out there, bar my own. Let's get back to the video. So let's start with Tanner Boser, guys. Tanner Boser loves to pump a jab. Jab, low kicks. Daniel Spitz ate the low kicks better than anyone, but still, wasn't enough, went to the decision. But what did those low kicks do? Opened up the right hand. People don't know how to check these low kicks that Tanner Boser's throwing. He's so light on his feet and undersized for the weight class, deceitfully strong as well physically. I think he's got a lot of opportunities here to crack someone like Romanov, who plods forward and is obviously an incredible grappler, but someone that whenever they're in striking range really suffers, and it shows they suffer. I would say Tanner Boser is quite clunky in his movement. He darts in and out, he has a little bounce into him, but he's nothing crazy, he's nothing special. It's very good fundamentals, which I really like in a fighter. The things he does really well, but he doesn't get creative and he doesn't have any form of grappling to the level of Romanov, which is where it might be a 50-50 fight here. It's either going to be a striking clinic from Boser, or it's going to be a grapple fest and a domination by Romanov here. So I'd like to see where people put Tanner Boser, because Tanner Boser is so inconsistent, it's killing me. Beating Ovince St was brilliant, but when you've got split decision loss to Ilir Latifi and when you lose to Andrei Arlovski at this stage in your career, I'm thinking in my head, are you as good as just someone to welcome a newcomer, or are you actually going to make a push? You probably should be in a weight class below, but you've got a lot of potential, great fundamentals, can crack for days, move extremely well, have really good power in your low kicks and your right hand. You don't throw any straight punches, to be honest, and you don't have any good head movement. But you don't need that when you're fighting someone like Romanov. So we'll quickly go to Alexander Romanov now, guys. Alexander Romanov is an enormous individual here with incredible physical strength. He is looking to do one thing and one thing only: pick you up, slam you down, hold you down, and either strangle you, break your arm, or smash your face into the floor. And he's done it 14 out of 15 times. It's an incredible record, to be honest with you. But the only time he went to decision, I also thought he lost. Juan Espano, this 40-year-old Spanish man at the time. You know, to me, it looked like an Ashi Gurama throw. We're just going to call it a judo throw because any judokas out there might correct me on that one, but that's what it looked like anyway from the outside. You know, he showed that you can counteract Romanov's grappling. You can use his body against him. He's still inexperienced in a lot of ways. He's got a great undefeated record so far, but the level he's fought is very average, you know. He has beat Vandara in his last fight out as well, but as we've seen there, Vandara is very susceptible to any form of grappling as well. Alexei Oleinik, take a bow. So what we have seen with Romanov is whenever it's on the feet, whenever he's getting into a striking bout, he panics. He cannot defend leg kicks and he does not like taking them. He doesn't ride the leg kicks, he just gets them kicked out from under his feet and he starts tripping over himself. When he gets hit in the face, you've got the old, as we like to call it, the Brock Lesnar syndrome, where you don't like getting punched in the face. No one likes getting punched in the face, but suddenly adrenaline doesn't work with these guys. You just start panicking. There is a giant body there, and I think Tanner Boser is actually going to exploit that body with body kicks. I think he's going to open up with low kicks, try and slow down the movement of Romanov, because Romanov is immediately going to want to get Tanner Boser to the ground. There is not a chance he's going to want to exchange with this gentleman. Even though he has a massive size advantage, Tanner Boser is a much more clinical striker. He has much more power in his hands. His movement is a lot better. He's going to be the faster individual. Romanov is going to want to grab him. He does a lot of different things. He can suplex people back in the regional days. He likes to get a body lock and seem to trip people over. That seems to be his UFC tenure anyway. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to bull rush Boser here and get him to the floor as quick as possible, get into mount and smash him, because there's nothing that tells me Boser can get up or out-grapple Romanov or even make it competitive in that realm. But what he's got to do is be on his bike, use lateral movement, chew up that leg, pump that jab out, land the overhand right, and he will fall. Romanov is susceptible to a lot of damage and doesn't go well over 15 minutes. There's a reason a lot of his fights end in or all of his fights end in finishes. He doesn't have a gas tank either. He hasn't been tested over 15 minutes ever, or only once, sorry, in his whole career. That's mental to me. Boser has the gas tank. He does not slow down. He's an incredible pace for 15 minutes for 3 rounds. I really like Boser in this one. I think he could cause an upset. If he can handle the grappling of Romanov, I think he can absolutely light him up on the feet. I'm going to go with, at the moment, he is an underdog. Not by a lot, but the Bulldozer is an underdog. I'm actually going to go with Tanner Boser on this one, guys. I think Alexander Romanov is going to be exploited. I think as soon as he fights a top level striker that can defend a takedown, he's in real shit. And that's the brunt of it. But if Tanner Boser cannot defend that takedown, and cannot get him out of half guard, which is his favourite position, he's in real shit. So this to me is a complete 50-50 fight. If one person, if Romanov cannot get him to the ground, he's done. If he cannot survive a grappling exchange, he's done. Tanner, I'm going with you. I think Tanner Boser can do it. I'm hoping he can. Pump the jab, lateral movement, low kick, slow him down because he's going to bull rush for that double leg like he did against De Lima. I really believe this is the outcome that will happen, but guys, I want to hear your opinions. So let me know, guys, in the comments below who you think is going to win. This is an interesting fight. People are looking over this card and going, it might be a bit of a sleeper, might be a bit of a lame-o. I personally think there's some good fights on this card. I think this is a good fight. I like Tanner Boser. I like to see him do well. He's on the main card. He can make a statement here with beating an undefeated guy, or is he just going to fall back into that department of, are you like an Eli Latifi, unfortunately, at heavyweight? Let us know, guys, in the comments below. Like the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we will see you in the next one. Enjoy the fights, guys. Cheers.